Great day, Royals. Welcome to another week of the cosmos and how you can align. Come on in. As you've seen from last week, I'm going to change up the structure just a little bit. Hopefully it's more helpful. I really need your help to comment down below and let me know which style you like better, because if more of you like the other style better, then I might consider switching back. But I do think this is an effective way to also approach the week and the most important or major transits happening. So let's get into the major transits this week, and then I'll run through Monday to Sunday and we'll close out. So we are having a full moon in Gemini and also Mercury going direct in the energy of Sagittarius, both happening on Sunday, December 15th at the end of this week. So I'm going to start on Sunday, December 15th at the end of this week. First off, with the full moon in Gemini, full moons bring a culmination. They help to shine a light on. As you can see, when you look up in the sky at the full moon, it is bright. It is very illuminated, right? You cannot miss it. And so that is what the full moon essentially does to certain parts of our emotions, depending a lot on the zodiac sign that it is in when it is full. We are in Sagittarius season, so we are of course going to have a full moon in the opposite sign from Sagittarius, which is Gemini. So we have the full moon in Gemini on Sunday, December 15th. This is illuminating, bringing light to some aspect of our emotion as it pertains to maybe some communication, some conversation that we have had with ourselves in terms of our mindset and how we think and approach something, or in conversation or communication with another person. And so we may see results of certain conversations. We may also see communication. This is also a time with the full moon to exercise both gratitude and forgiveness. So based on whatever that communication is for you, having gratitude for that communication, but then also forgiving any emotions that you notice are illuminated at the time of this full moon, forgiving yourself and others, especially in how you speak to yourself and others, having an element of forgiveness towards yourself and others at this time. So in a nutshell, for this full moon in Gemini, make sure that you socialize with others. Also make sure that you're open to learning. Gemini energy is also very studious, so be open to learning about someone else's perspective, someone else's point of view. Be okay with listening and letting someone else talk. It's not always about communication in terms of talking. Communication also incorporates listening. So full moon in Gemini, you may understand or see that you need to maybe listen more than you talk, but be open to learning new things for this full moon in Gemini. And also mind your words, mind the words that you are speaking. When you do say things to other people, mind what you're saying. Be more aware of the actual words that you are using to formulate your mind and your thoughts. So that's what I'll leave you with for the full moon in Gemini. On Sunday, December 15th, we also have Mercury moving direct, stationing direct in the energy of Sagittarius. And so this is really intensifying that urge for us to adventure forward, for us to move forward with those things that we want to see results in and take action towards, and that we have a passion for. And so this is great confirmation as well with Mercury going direct. Mercury is the planet that rules Gemini energy. And so with the Mercury going direct in the sign of Sagittarius on the same day as the full moon in Gemini, that intensifies that communication from the universe, from the Most High, to say, yes, you need to make changes and move forward in the way that you are taking action towards certain things. This is the sign, this is a confirmation that you do need to move forward with those ideas that you've been receiving. So really making positive changes with this happening on the day of the full moon. Taking action on beginning and ending projects specifically. So now that Mercury is stationing direct, we can now move forward and taking action on specific projects, maybe adding something new into the mix of how we do things, the steps, the order of operation, being able to move forward on that with the full moon in Gemini and Mercury stationed direct on this day. This is that confirmation to begin and end projects. Beginning and ending projects during Sagittarius season reminds me of the tip that I said for the self-care activities that I listed out for Sagittarius in this season. Self-care activities you should do specifically in the self-care review video. So I'll try and pin it as well, but definitely go back to the self-care review episode that I just put up on the channel for Sagittarius self-care. I do list a whole bunch of activities that you can all do during Sag season that help you to get that Sag energy out most productively. All right, but those are the main transits happening for this week in the cosmos on Sunday, December 15th. Now let's start at the beginning of the week, Monday, and I will timestamp the messages. So starting on Monday, December 9th, we have the moon in Aries trining Mars, which is retrograde right now in the sign of Leo. So this trine right here is really helping us to begin the reflection point leading into the full moon in Gemini that we're going to be experiencing on Sunday. This starts by saying, look, I understand we are noticing more things that we need to work on with ourselves right now. I know that we are potentially aggravated about not being specifically where we want to be or feeling specifically confident in where we are right now. But at the same time, we do have an element of responsibility that we need to take, an onus that needs to happen on, yes, I am upset, but I cannot be upset with anyone but myself because I had a hand in getting myself to this current location. I had a hand in not being at that destination that would make me feel more confident and happy right now in my life. Or if you're that person that is where you want to be, you are feeling a sense of happiness about your current position in life, with this trine is being able to give yourself some grace, give yourself some kudos, right? Acknowledge yourself. Be okay with being like, wow, look at how far you've come. Look at how you've actually been able to start with a seed-sized idea and see progress with it and be confident and happy with where you are, right? We have to accept our journey at times. So coming into the week on Monday with this trine, this is accepting exactly where you are in your journey and how you had a hand in exactly where you are right now in your journey. Having a level of acceptance about, okay, if I am happy, how can I continue on this trajectory? If I'm not happy, what do I need to look at implementing that I can start to actively implement starting on Sunday that will help me to get to where I'm feeling more happy and confident in my life. Monday is a beautiful energy to open up those feelings, those ideas, and shifting our mindset and our actions to align. Now we're getting into Tuesday. This is December 10th. We have the sun in Sagittarius. It's Sag season, right? Happy birthday again to all my Sagittarius. Hope you're having a great birthday, a new year. I love you all so much. Keep building your empire. On Tuesday, December 10th, we have the sun in Sagittarius trining Chiron, which I believe is retrograde in Aries. So these are two fellow signs right now having this trine. Specifically, the sun is in Sagittarius, another source of heat. So this trine on Tuesday is really bringing our attention to potentially reckless behavior that we may have based on a wound. So certain actions that we take in our life, in a sense, kind of acting out. I'm doing this because I was hurt. So now I feel like I have to have this action or this pursuit in my own life to kind of act out what happened to me. And with this trine on Tuesday, especially because Tuesday is Mars Day, right? This is a great opportunity for us to say, you know what? These reasons why I, from reflecting on Monday, am not where I want to be and in the most happy and confident position in my life comes from me doing this one thing repetitively. And the only reason that I do this one thing repetitively is because of this one experience that I had in my life, or this person that told me I would never be able to do it, or this situation that allowed me to feel down about myself. Incorrect information that I received from someone, or that someone told me when they were angry. They were angry with themselves, so they told me information that would make me angry with myself. So really being able to see on Tuesday a direct correlation between the wounds that you've experienced based on actions you've taken in the past and how that limits your expansion to this day in my Deontay Wilder voice. Making that link to really unlock, wow, so now that I know why I'm not making these specific moves due to this past wound that I've had with Chiron, now I can start operating from a space of awareness, knowing that every time I'm doing this, it's only because I'm trying to play out this outplayed conversation or this outplayed situation 11/11 that I experienced. So Tuesday is a really powerful day for us to get into focus with the reason or the energy source behind our own actions. Love Tuesday, really powerful, important day. On Wednesday, December 11th, we have the moon in Taurus squaring Mars, which is retrograde in Leo right now. This is really pointing out any deficiencies or discrepancies in our value, in our money, in how we are showing up to the marketplace with our goods, our services, or showing up to work for other establishments or companies to make them money, which will in turn make you money from a paycheck. This square is directly asking us on Wednesday, is the way that you're showing up to the marketplace synonymous with what will make you feel most confident in this life? So if you're working a job, but you really want to own your own business, are you at least working a job that is helping you to gain certain experiences, or you're in a role that is allowing you to get experience to take to an individual job, an entrepreneurial role? Are you making that connection, or is there a disconnect? The square is saying there's a disconnect right now. So on Wednesday, why is there a disconnect between what you're actually doing to show up in the marketplace and how you actually really want to show up in the marketplace? Why is that discrepancy there? What is the reason that you have kept yourself in a situation where you don't feel valuable, where you're not making as much money as you want to make, and you're unhappy on top of that? It's like, why the resistance with this square? There might be a lot more tension if you are going into a job on this day to be like, I really don't want to be here. And also watch your temper. Mind your energy. Be very intentional about your energy on this day, because tensions could be running a bit high due to that emotional realization on today. So Wednesday, please mind your temper if you're going into the workplace, or even if you have your own business already and you have to communicate with a coworker, you have to get inventory. It's the holidays, so maybe things are getting backed up on the marketplace right now. So when you're dealing with money, services, goods, customer service, those types of things, be mindful in what energy you are bringing to those spaces. Be very mindful, whether you're someone that is working for the company and you're the customer service role that is, working with customers and getting frustrated potentially by them and their attitudes. And then on top of that, you don't want to be there, or you're someone that's a customer going to get something done, and either the phone keeps disconnecting because it's Mercury retrograde, or like the person is just talking to you very rudely because they're having a personal experience and taking it out on their job that they don't like as well. So whatever it is on Wednesday, be most aware about the energy you are showing up with. prioritize the energy that you are showing up with. And remember that you are always in control of the energy that you choose to emanate and radiate to other people. If you notice that you're a bit more on edge, a bit more aggravated on a day like today, maybe be a lot more short with the words that you're choosing to use, right? Be a little bit more behind the scenes on a day like today if that is a high point of aggravation for you, because this could be for a lot of people based on your own personal natal charts and the houses these are falling in. So Wednesday could be a high tension day. Mind your energy when you are going into spaces and interacting with others, okay? Be very mindful of that. And don't fall for other people that are not able to have as much control as you. So that's Wednesday. On Thursday, this is 12/12. So this is December 12th on Thursday. We have Venus in Aquarius actually opposing Mars while it's retrograde in Leo. So there's been a few transits during this week that Mars is making while it's retrograde in Leo. Some big plays with some major energetic, bodies, being Venus, especially on Thursday today. So with this opposition, Venus in Aquarius is really focused on the beauty that we can bring to humanity as a collective. Whereas, as I mentioned, Mars in the sign of Leo is very much interested in the actions for me. What actions can I take that will better my position in my life? Mars in Leo is very focused on action for self, whereas Venus in Aquarius is focused on beauty for the world. So with this opposition on Thursday, for relationships specifically, you might just not see eye to eye. Your perspectives, one of you might be like, let's do this together. Another person's like, I have stuff to do. I don't have time for that right now. And so be understanding with this opposition that sometimes your perspective is not the only perspective to have. Be a bit more understanding and maybe lean in as well on Thursday, because Thursday is a Jupiter day. So, and we're in Sagittarius. Jupiter is a planet that rules Sagittarius. So on Thursday, take more of maybe a personal day, I think, in terms of your focus primarily in getting things done. This is more of a personal day. Where can I grow? Where can I expand myself? Whether that's being more expansive in how I'm giving back and donating to humanity, giving of money or giving of my time, volunteering, okay? This can also be just doing anything that will get you out of yourself for the sake of the greater good, with philosophy being one of the concepts that we focus on with Sagittarius season. Being philanthropic, which I also mentioned in the self-care review for Sag season. So definitely check that out if you're feeling that resonates with you. Some activities you might want to do during the season. Giving back on a day like today. So you need, on Thursday, really understand your lane. Are you going to be more invested in giving back to others and giving of your time? Or are you in more of a position where you need to focus on yourself, take a personal day, and just focus primarily on yourself throughout the day? What exercise routine you're doing? What types of goals you have set for yourself for today? For movement, you need to be very clear on a day like today in how you want to expand, because where your attention goes, the energy flows. Very much being aware of that concept today. Where your attention goes, energy flows on Thursday. Are you going to be more personal about yourself today? Is that where you feel you need to emphasize more of your energy? Or are you wanting to take more beauty in take more of the approach in recognizing the beauty of collective effort, the beauty of sharing messages with other people that will help us all to raise our vibration? Very quickly in the day, you should understand which side of the fence you're on with this opposition and stay there. Okay, stay there and notice who is opposing you. Notice who is having an opposite experience and perspective to you on this day, and don't be offended, right? Sometimes you just need to know Boys are from Mars, girls are from Venus. And that's, you know what I mean? It stops there. Sometimes it doesn't need, what's understood does not need to be explained. And by watching this, you understand the energy of today. It doesn't need to be explained. You just need to pick your side and stay over there for today's energy. Okay, that's where you'll be able to get the most out of your day on Thursday. On Friday, the 13th, December 13th, we have Mercury, which is still retrograde at this point on Friday, retrograde in Sagittarius specifically, and it's having a sextile with Venus in Aquarius. So on Friday, and Friday is a Venus day as well. With this sextile, I really am seeing the ability to understand how you could potentially be more expansive in how you help others. Yesterday would have either been a day where you gave back and you were like, wow, I previously didn't used to be very philanthropic, or I remember I used to be very philanthropic on a day like Friday. It might be a reminisce mode from Thursday where you were giving, or you did volunteer, or you did donate to someone, or give money to something, or put some time towards something on Thursday. Friday now is a day where you're realizing, with Mercury retrograde in Sag, sextiling Venus in Aquarius, like, I really enjoy giving back. Like, giving back makes me happy. Giving back makes me feel like I can talk to people. I get to have conversations with all different types of people. That excites me. That gives me energy. That gives me, passion about life, about people, about wanting to see the beauty in humanity, contributing beauty to humanity, me having beautiful conversations with people while I'm doing good, while I'm giving back, while I'm donating and volunteering. That makes me feel really good. On Friday, there could be a real epiphany based on your actions from Thursday, or on Friday, based on if you are on the Mars in Leo side of the fence, that's retrograde. On Friday, this is a day to realize, like, wow, I really need to maybe connect again with humanity. Maybe seeing the disconnection and how you are not experiencing as much pleasure in life because you don't talk to people. I stay in the house. I'm not very adventurous. I don't go out on the weekends. I'm a loner. That's why I don't feel happy about life. That's why I don't do anything or feel adventurous or, have a lot of energy, because I don't put myself in spaces to try new things or have fun. I don't go to events. That's why people stopped inviting me to stuff. That's why I'm probably not getting a lot of invites this holiday season, because people invite me all the time and I never go, right? So Friday's one of those days where you realize just how connected you are to humanity, and maybe how you can do things to either reconnect with humanity, how you can reconnect with humanity, or how you can perhaps get back to the connection that you had that is still there, but just maybe needs to get a bit stronger for you to feel more happy and confident about life and contribute to the collective in a way that raises the vibration positively. So on Saturday, with Jupiter in Gemini being retrograde as it conjuncts the moon in Gemini, this is really saying, what are the substance of our conversations? What is the substance of our conversations? How deep do you actually go? What are the topics of the conversations that we're having with other people? Getting deeper into that connection that we have with the collective from Thursday and Friday, now that the moon is in Gemini here on Saturday, leading into the full moon on Sunday. What is the quality of the conversation that you're having with other people? When you talk to other people, are you walking away learning something? Are you engaging in a conversation teaching someone else something? Or is it just gossip? Are you just talking about what is the frequency of conversation that you're having? And how could it be improved upon? Are you always just talking about Bad Girls Club and gossip and, about other people that you see on social media that you've been spying on, or that person's been spying on, about, their other friends and what's going wrong in their life. What is the frequency of the conversation you're having? Are you talking about goals? Are you talking about how you want to reach new heights in certain things that you're doing? Are you talking about how you want to go on new trips and vacations? Are you planning vacations with other people that you're having conversations with? What is the frequency of the conversations you're having? On Saturday, that is going to be emphasized. Because some of us want to say, oh, we haven't found our tribe, and or are you even talking to other people? Do you even have conversation? Like I said before, or are you a loner? Are you sharing? Are you learning a whole bunch of information with Venus and Aquarius? You're absorbing information from technology boom that we're having, and you're not sharing anything. You're not having conversations with anyone. You have all this information, but then when you're having conversations with other people, you keep it superficial. You keep it low level. You keep it low frequency, low vibration. Or someone starts a low vibrational conversation and you don't change it into something higher. You just allow it to happen. What is the frequency of your conversation that you're having at this time? How could that be enhanced? How could that enhancement then enhance the quality of your thoughts, the quality of your mind? This already goes back to the quality of your mindset. Take a moment to reflect on the mindset that you have, the growth mindset that you have, the expansion mindset that you have, the adventurous mindset that you have, the philanthropic, the philosophical mindset that you have. What is the quality of your mind? What is the frequency of your mind on Saturday? Look into that. That energy from Saturday is going to cause you to go into that and beautifully lead into Sunday's energy that we went over with the major transits of the full moon and Mercury going direct. So this week is a very strong, high energy week. Take advantage of it. I plan to. I love you all so much. As I said, I posted the self-care review, so hopefully I pinned it. If not, go ahead and check that out. It's like the last video I've posted. And I will be back with some tarot tea and some goddess energy readings for you all. I love you, and I will see you soon. Bye.